It was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Durant inside.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Capella. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Yeah, nice timing on the rejection. Mobley showing you how incredible defensively he can be. They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
It's really a team effort out there right now, which is great to see. No one wants to be the weak link.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass. That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range. And there's the length of Smith at work, playing big on the interior.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jared Allen has an inquisitive nature. Whether it's cooking, gardening, reading, or basketball, he's a sponge. Allen said, quote, "I love going through life, seeing things and learning about it, no matter what it is. It's just trying to improve my skill set in anything and enjoy it." Back to you.
He's got that curiosity. Allie, appreciate the report. Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Oh, my. 2 points the easy way for Smith.
Count it.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Hunter with a double. A nice shot by Smith.
And that's the right decision when you got a smaller man on you.
Here's Mobley. The kick to Hunter. Pass the ball to the paint. Here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Here's Smith. Sinks that one from the post. Smith's got 14.
Yeah, a prolific score from all 3 levels. Smith showing off here tonight. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Jared Allen getting it done for Cleveland. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
And for Allen, it's about getting to his spots. When he's doing this, he's capable of catching fire.
And with an undersized backcourt and a towering front court, some had suggested the Cavs needed roster moves to balance things out a little, Greg.
Well, Mobley's growth as a shooter has quieted those concerns up front. But until they prove their mettle in the playoffs, there will be some questions.
Pass to Durant. And out of bounds, the Cavs will take it. The Cavaliers lead by 7. Now Mitchell. Fires for 3. Mitchell, bullseye from distance.
Mitchell has everything, including that 3-point shot.
Here's Smith. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Smith's got 16 points now.
Yeah, he's leading the charge for them. But let's be honest, he needs more help if they're going to get out in front.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
The 3 from Ball. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 17 points in the game.
Tremendous effort from Allen, one of the top offensive rebounders in the game.
Durant for 3. Kept alive. The 3. And he missed again. Now 1 of 5. Pass to Mitchell. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Mitchell's got 6 in the quarter.
And just totally relentless.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Up top, Capella. That's tipped. And here's the fast break. He goes up, and he goes in for the dunk.
Great positioning by Allen in transition, making himself the easy option to finish the fast break.
And sometimes when a team trades a ton of picks for a star player, there's some buyer's remorse. But that has not been the case with the Cavs and Donovan Mitchell, Grant.
Yeah, he's been everything they hoped he would be, B.A. Not just dominating, but sacrificing as well.
Houston working the ball around. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Durant.
A sloppy turnover. When you're not locked in, you pay the price.
Here's Ball. He's got 7. Pass to Mitchell. From deep, Mobley gets the 3 ball to go. Mobley's got 7 points in the game.
2 minutes remaining.
How about the fast shot by Mobley? Didn't need much time to get it in the air. Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Kings looking to make the most out of their home court advantage here in Sacramento. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K. Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. GA, this has all the makings of a high-scoring contest. We've got two outstanding offensive teams.
Both very skilled at shooting the ball, but that's exactly why this game will be decided by stops. Defense wins against teams who are elite scoring.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Back to Levine. Screen by Sabonis. From the wing. And it's good off the glass.
Yeah, the mid-range shot is not a lost art for Levine. He's a very skilled guy in that area.
Count that one.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Good work there as it goes.
And this team encourages Westbrook to look to score inside. You can see why with these results.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. And you talk about the best center in the league. Sabonis, certainly, Stan, is in that group.
He sure is, Kevin. The second Sabonis to be in that group. And look, this guy can do it all. He is one of the best passing bigs in the league. He's one of the best rebounding bigs in the league. And he can shoot the ball on the perimeter. A tough guy to deal with.
Pass to Embiid. The shot by George, wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Embiid.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner, and he nails it.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 5 now.
A fantastic shooter from deep. George forces defenders out, and then that just opens up the driving lanes for him.
Here's Westbrook. Some solid defense from Maxey. Philadelphia leading by 7. Right side, George. 16 feet away. Westbrook pulls it in. Drives to the hoop. Plays it up and banks it in. Westbrook's got his second basket.
And the explosiveness, incredible. I mean, Westbrook just taking off like a rocket towards the rim on these drives.
And it's the Kings with the ball. DeRozan for 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
A bit ago, Doug Christie and I were able to chat. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but Coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And it's in there.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Levine can't hit. The 76ers leading by 5. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Levine gets the bucket.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
Here's Edgecombe. Left side, Maxey. Westbrook pulls it in. DeRozan in the corner. Right block shot. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
Oubre, good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Great shooting touch for Levine. He can be tough to deal with.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
You can't forget about Levine from deep.
Here's Maxey. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the 76ers.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
Westbrook drives in. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
Here's Levine driving the lane. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now, 6 for 8 on the night.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's George. And he elevates for the slam. Domantas Sabonis did not like that at all.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
No good on the quick three. The Kings trail by 6. Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
This one for 3. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. And great offensive firepower for the Kings. But you know what, Stan? They know they got to defend.
Well, their head coach, Doug Christie, made his bones at that end. But it's on these players to execute, and that'll be the challenge.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Yeah, you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
In the corner, George with it. And they double up Embiid. Outside Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Drains the three-pointer. Maxey's got 13 points.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Back to Levine. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The 76ers leading by 7.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And there's the drive. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down. Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, The Kings going into last season, bringing an experienced closer in DeMar DeRozan. Domantas Sabonis said it's what we needed. More veterans. We're a young team. We all know we're good, but it never hurts to have one of those big-time NBA players on the team for confidence, for backup, for everything. Back over to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to George. And George with the stuff.
And holding nothing back there, George gives the dunk his all.
Right side, Levine. Now McDermott. Outside, Levine. Shot clock at 5. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Sabonis' shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 9. Back to George. Inside. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 9 points now in the quarter.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Watford. Misses the 3. Here's Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game. That free throw missing.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Here's George. And that one is good. George has got 16.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And that concludes the first half. 76ers lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Poke loose. Stolen by Ellis. Over to the wing. And here's Westbrook. He's got 7. Out to Saric. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick from 20 feet out. And they pick up 2. He's got 9.
Clever play call by Westbrook, making the right move at the right time to bust up the D and get that shot.
To the middle. He's looking for Saric and finds him. Paul George grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 7. Philadelphia moving the ball around. It's stolen by Monk. Shoots the 3. And it's Westbrook missing. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
And that one's good. Drummond's got his first points in this one.
Well, if Drummond's going to score, the paint is where it's going to happen.
Back to Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's George. And such a nice move to make the basket work. George has got 18 points. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
Westbrook with the bucket.
And so difficult to defend. When Westbrook is hurting you off the bounce, he's hurting you off the catch.
Here's George, and it's Paul George with the finish.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Paul George.
And the real star, Stan, of this Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter.
6 to shoot. Right side, DeRozan. Rebound by Joel Embiid. The 76ers leading by 9. Offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Philadelphia with the ball. George, that's a two-pointer. Pass to Embiid. The shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And it's the Kings with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Here's Schroeder. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Pass to Embiid. Lets it go with the three. And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And he drew that call by establishing his base early and then doing a great job with the box out.
Yeah, it's something we don't see a whole lot in games. Just too aggressive going up.
It's tipped. Floats one up. Count that bucket. Schroeder's got his first 2 points. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. In close, Embiid gets it to fall.
It's just so tough to knock Embiid off the block. That's his territory.
Here's DeRozan. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. George from deep three-point land. From outside, off the mark. Pass to Carter.
76ers foul.
The Kings shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Kings, Carter.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 14.
The 76ers, 57.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. pass to Maxey. Back to George. And he finishes nicely on the layup. George has got 23.
And we know George can score from all three levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Outside, Levine. Back to Ellis. Levine looking around. And it's Bona with the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 16. Here's Edgecombe. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
And that one, good.
Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. George, no good. The Kings trailed by 15 to the paint and finished off by DeRozan.
In the flush, DeMar getting up.
Maxey, no good. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Monk. To the inside. And a slam dunk by Sabonis.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Edgecombe. That's not going to drop for him. 5 of 9 with that miss. And here now the Kings. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And from season to season, Coach, DeMar DeRozan remains incredibly consistent.
Yeah, look, he's consistent because he's extremely professional. This guy's always in shape, always ready to play. He knows what his game is, and he plays to that game. Something of a throwback because his game's built on the mid-range shooting, but everybody could use a DeMar DeRozan on their team. Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Maxey rips down the rebound. Philadelphia leading by 8. And just miss after miss right now. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. And the shot goes in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
Yeah, it's normally the defense that fuels a comeback, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim. And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
Well, you love their execution to get back in it. This game's very much in reach for them. Well, their schemes have been a significant part of their focus.
And we got a timeout called by Doug Christie. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Doug Christie said to his team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Free throw good. Sabonis.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
All the officials are all over that one.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. And here are the Kings now. They're on a 16-5 run. Oubre with the rebound. Here's George. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Count it!
Explosive Edgecombe. It's so tough to contain this kid.
Free throw drops for Edgecombe. So it's Sacramento now. And the layup is off. It's George on the wing. It's good.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the 76ers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for George.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Got it!
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Can't drop the tough three-pointer.
Philadelphia foul. Paul George. Second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
Shooting for Sacramento. DeMar.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Into the lane. Oh, what a finish!
And you see that burst of speed from Edgecombe. He just blows by the defense there.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A solid win on the road for them this
Thanks for tuning in. We've got some exciting basketball up ahead. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. And giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. And it's blocked by Davis.
The infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there. Throws it down emphatically.
He's got serious hop, right? You add that to his ability to penetrate, that's 2 easy points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
Here's Flag. Washington outside. Takes the 3. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot, too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped. When you're watching him play, Flag has promise as a playmaker. He's no ball hog.
Outside Johnson. The 3 from Barnes. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Fires the 3. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And Dallas with possession. 4-point game. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
The blend of confidence and skill, beautiful to see. Thompson knew all he needed was the ball in his hand.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now here's Wembanyama to the middle. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And Wembanyama can dunk it basically just standing up. You got to keep him out of the paint.
And Davis gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length is just about ignored defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
You rarely see big guys as fluid as Anthony Davis. He's so comfortable off the dribble.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Right side Barnes. San Antonio again missing.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Now here's Barnes. Vassell. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, team. This is the 4th and now longest coaching stop for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd. Kyrie Irving said he's learned from the past 10 coaching jobs that he's had and being with different players and seeing them improve. Now he's mastering his coaching philosophy and being an originator. Back over to you, Brian.
He's seen it all. Allie, appreciate the report. Castle misses. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Spurs trail by 9. Outside Barnes. And here's Vassell from the arc. And it's Flagg with a rebound. And Dallas with possession. Here's Davis. Banked it in off the glass. Davis has got 8.
Nice putback on that follow from Davis. Was just determined to get that rebound.
And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Dallas leading by 11. Here's Flagg. There's the drive. And he dunks it down.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the Mavericks have stressed the importance of defense to winning at the highest level, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., they felt that fortifying the team at that end of the floor would get them closer to contention. And look at them. They're making some bold moves there along the way.
Here's Flagg. Into the lane. That shot off. The 3 from Barnes. And Gafford with the block. Pass to Washington. From behind the arc. Knocks down the long J.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Cam Penny shot is off. 3-pointer. Thompson shot is off. The 3 from Wembanyama. He can't get that one to fall. Stolen by Kessel. And so it's Anthony Davis making things happen for Dallas. On the glass, he was an absolute tyrant. Just... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against them.
Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he maybe looked really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
Pass to Flagg. Pulls up at the elbow. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Flagg's got 4 points in the quarter.
A little old school from the Rook. Flagg going with the midi. Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
The Mavericks lead by 18. Powell outside. And here's Thompson for 3.
We are live in Miami as the Heat are about to go into this interconference contest here. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has the sidelines covered for us tonight. Good work there as it goes. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Here's Collins. The rebound by Long. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Miami. Pass to Zeichel. Back to Smith. Here's Rice to the paint. Collins with some nice D. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Kicks it out to Leonard. Offline with his three. Heat on offense. To the middle. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Miami's head coach. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
Such a strong wing. Kawhi can more than handle his own down low.
And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
And finished off by Leonard.
And Leonard makes it look easy. Incredible at getting inside and just finishing with physicality.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Right side Jones. Leonard on the wing. Again, Los Angeles.
Totally dialed in. Leonard makes quick work from that mid-range.
One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Be a passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in L.A., they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
And it's the Heat with the ball. Kawhi Leonard getting his three to go. Here's Rice. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he could. Sink that revenge triple.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
All right, fans, that is your dance team. Make some noise.
The Heat trailed by 8. Pass to Smith. A floater. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Aggressive move. I know he wishes he had that one back.
Smith left side. Cycling. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Leonard. Again, the Clippers.
Man, they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, the D is looking helpless to stop them right now. They're doing whatever they want to do on offense.
Here's Coles, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Coles got 5.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And here's Leonard from 3. He misses the mark. He's now 6 of 8. Tries to hit him. It's deflected, and it's the Heat on the break. Here's Coles. Great D that time from Leonard. Clippers leading by 8. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Now here's Jones. Still scoreless. .34 seconds left to play in the first. Harden, that's good.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Here's Leonard, and that comes off the assist by Jones. And that's 15 points for Kawhi Leonard.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And Smith with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
And so it's the
21.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Clippers?
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
The Heat trailed by 12. Outside Edwards. Pass to Burton. Five on the clock.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the Heat making a change here.
Substitutions for your Heat.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. John Collins grew up playing soccer goaltender. He said, quote, "I've always had good hands, but goaltending helped my reaction time, being able to track the ball at fast speeds. It's an important thing for guards to trust the big fella, and you can catch and finish." Kevin, back to you.
Terrific report. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Clippers moving the ball around. Pass to Jones. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. A second chance effort. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
Pulls up on the wing. Bank shot, no good. The Heat trailed by 8. Over in the corner, Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
20 feet out. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
And the Heat making a change here. So it's Miami now. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Pass to Rice. Down low. Ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Miami shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Smith on the wing. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That is his first. Foul. The game.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. They set the pick. Inside. Just 3 to shoot. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
And this is why Bogdanovic has a permanent green light from the arc. Frankly, the team expects this from him.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Substitution on the court.
The Heat trailed by 10. Here's Coles. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Harden. Oh, Harden pressing the action.
A master at working through contact. Sometimes it seems Harden prefers getting physical on the way up.
Launches from deep. Offensive rebound. Smith outside. Here's Cole. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Puts up a deep 3. Coles can't hit.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
I'd like to know what he was thinking. Did he think... Nah, he couldn't have thought that was a good shot. That was an awful shot.
The Heat trailed by 10 to the inside. Smith. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And it's blocked by Brown, and they're moving it up. Here's Jones, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. 35 seconds left in the first half of the game. Cycli pulls it in. And here are the Heat now. Trailing here by 8. Smith. Some solid defense from Brown. Jones from outside. Outside for Beal. They shoot again. Nice jump shot. Good.
A guy you can rely on to find points. Beal is always hunting for that next shot.
Here's Long. And again, it's the Heat missing. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Cole. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good. Good on both. And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Rice. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard, that's for two. The rebound by Long. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Heat trailed by 8. Pass to Zeitley. Here's Cole. Going inside. And Zubac with the block. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back over to you guys.
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. Cycling, no good. Los Angeles leading by 8. And the Clippers miss again. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Now the Clippers with it. Here's Collins. Pass to Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
The Heat trailed by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Leonard. Leonard battling for two.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. There's the pick. Pass to Long. To the paint. Stolen by Zubac. And it's Rice with the rebound. And Miami has possession. A 12-point game. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Smith outside. Pass to Zeitley. Shot clock at 5. Here's Long. And again, it's the Heat missing. Los Angeles leading by 14. The great Chris Paul. This is his second decade in the NBA. I mean, Richard, it's unreal.
Chris is still amongst the best in assist rate. And how about this? At 39 years old, he played in all 82 games. Take a note, young guys.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Pass to Cole. Here's the screen. Count it. Cole's got 15 points.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about a long bomb. Good luck catching that thing cleanly.
Here's Coles. Again, the miss by the Heat. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard draws the double. Kicks it out to Paul. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. For three. Miami grabs the miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
The shot by Long, no good. And now running up the court, Leonard pushing it up. Count that bucket. And the Clippers lead by 12.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Plays it up and banks it in.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Clippers. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Clippers leading by 10. Bounce pass from Paul. Harden, no good. To the middle. Weatherspoon. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Back to Jones. Outside Collins. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. And so here is Miami, trailing here by 8. Up top, Edwards. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Harden surveying the D. And Leonard has it in the corner. Drains it! Kawhi! Kaboom!
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Clippers making a change here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, well the Heat coach had some advice for his team over the last break. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Harden. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Over Edwards. And it misses. The Heat trailed by 7. Stolen by Jones.
Leonard really... the vision to find the crack in the defensive coverage.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
First team foul.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And that's in there. Here's Harden. Here's Jones. It's intercepted. Stolen by Harden. Now Jones launches it. Does not go in. Outside Edwards. And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6. And Edwards drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Here's Leonard. Now Jones. The Clippers again turning it over.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Edwards drives in. Stolen by Collins. And the foul on Harden. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Edwards. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Strong move off the glass.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
And they look like a completely different team. I wonder what coach said to them at halftime to help spark this momentum change.
107 left in the fourth quarter. Another chance here. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Harden fires. Missed on the 3. No room for them to make a mistake here.
You got to almost play perfect from here on out.
34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's good!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
Here's Jones. Screen by Leonard. Leonard finagling one in close.
So fluid on the floor. Leonard sets the screen and then immediately finds an opening to score.
And so Kevin Lockery has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Here's Cole. There's the pick. And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Leonard got it.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close defeat. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled.